think it's too superficial if you go to the beach wearing makeup, or if you go by the poolside wearing makeup, if you're actually in your swimsuit and wanting to swim, right? But maybe you can shed light on that for us. Christy Dumatias Beatty is our guest this afternoon. She is a Kababayan makeup artist for Tinte Cosmetics, and we have discussed Tinte earlier, and right now you're going to show us how to use some of the products of Tinte. But first, yeah, talk to us about that, especially summer season, you know. Is it too much to wear makeup on the beach?
I would probably say yes. I mean, there's a difference between wearing a lot of makeup than wearing just barely any. My suggestion is to anyone who plans on going to the beach, if you don't need to wear makeup, then don't.
Exactly, right?
But during the daytime, of course, people still want to look becoming and they want to be attractive.
Right.
So what we're going to do here today with Gabriella, I'm going to show you how to create a really nice, becoming summertime look.
Okay.
Without looking too bronzy or too tan and overdone.
All right. Gabriella is our intern here for LA 18, for Kababayan LA. Hello. Okay, let's do work on her.
Okay.
Although you don't need much. You won't need much.
Right, because her age, she's really young, she's a teenager, and she's very active. So the first thing you want to look is analyze the skin and clean it and prep it. So she does have sunscreen on right now, sunscreen and a moisturizer, which we applied before we started here. And then we're going to go ahead and apply some nice soft blush to her and do her lips up with some tinted lip shine.
So hold on a second. So you just put sunscreen on her. It's tinted. So she doesn't have foundation on?
Right. She has no foundation on right now. What she does have, yeah, she has a really soft base coat, a really light makeup that has SPF in it too.
Okay, all right. Which is SPF is good, especially in this heat.
Right.
Yes. All right. So what else does she need?
Okay. So when you look at her skin, of course, she has very nice supple skin. We're going to go ahead and make her over and give her more of a blushed look.
Okay.
Not a tan look, a bronze look or anything. I want to keep it age appropriate for her. So
when you say age appropriate, why? Most people with a bronze look, do they tend to look older, or is it just for older?
Sometimes bronzers can seep within like frown lines, wrinkles, crow's feet, even though she doesn't have any.
Right.
But I'm just trying to create the look that makes her more becoming and more of her age, and just more of a glow and a dewy look for summertime.
Okay, let's see that.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Tinte Cosmetics, their matchbook. It's really easy to follow because it's everything that you need here. It comes with eyeshadow, cream liner, blush, and lip gloss.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the blush. I always like to start with like the big parts of your face, either the forehead or the cheeks.
This is so nice.
So usually just dab it, and then you can circular motion it to blend it.
Okay. So you just dab, that's the first application.
Right. And you'll notice with the Tinte Cosmetics, it goes on very smoothly, and it adheres to the skin.
It actually does, yes.
And you can already see her starting to glow.
Right, right.
The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply some lip gloss to her.
Okay.
Just to bring out more of the fullness of her lips.
So when you say that if you just want to look natural, not too much on the eyes.
Right, soft eyes, and you can play with the lips a little bit. Even the young girls like to stick with the pinks, and maybe the soft reds would look. Would look good for them. You can even apply gloss to them to make them look a little bit more playful too.
Oh, okay, all right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to use a darker shade, and this is just a nice pink, not too red, not too bright. And you notice I'm using a brush. You could even use your finger if you'd like.
Oh, to apply the...
Yeah. And you know, lip liner, a lot of people tend to ask that question too. Well, what about the lip liner?
Yeah, exactly.
Lip liner, usually in the daytime, I would say probably not, because when you get close up to someone in the daylight, you can see the mark.
Definition,
yeah,
right.
the definition.
Yeah,
and I don't really like that. I'm trying to create a natural look.
Okay, let's see.
She has more pigment now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over her lips.
I think we'll try to do that when we return, see if we can get more time. But right now, she's perfect.
I know.
Very, very pretty. We'll try to get one more block out of this. If not, thank you so much and more power to you. Magbabalik po ang Kababayan LA. Don't go away.
Kababayan LA ay hatid sa inyo ng McDonald's at ng bagong McCafe Espresso Drinks. McDonald's na ba ang inyong bagong coffee house? Ang mga bagong McCafe Espresso Drinks ay mabilis, masarap at mas mura pa kahit saan, kahit kailan.
Introducing Rush Delivery from Zoom.com.